Hey guys, one of the most requested songs that I've gotten over the last, 10 or 15 years is the song Wagon Wheel by Old Crow Medicine Show, or I believe that Darius Rucker has also recorded it. Very simple song because it only contains four of the usual suspects on guitar, some of the most popular chords you can learn on guitar. So I want to show those to you today. It's the G chord, the D chord, the E minor chord, and the C chord. We're going to call it a C add 9 chord today, but the C chord. And so what happens with this is you want to split this up into two different patterns or two different things that you're thinking of. One is the chords, but we're going to look at those in just a second. The most important thing is the right hand, because that's where your strumming pattern, that's where your groove comes from. And so what we're going to do is we're going to set our right hand into an 8th note pattern. And what that is just going to go down, up, down, up. It's just going to be even all the way through, down, up. If you're counting this academically, you would count this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So really simple. You're going to keep that rhythm, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Only you're not going to hit the strings every time. So it's not going to be like... Because if you do that, somebody's going to probably throw something at you. So what you want to do is you want to put your right hand on a nice, steady groove that supports the lyric, that supports the melody in the song. The easiest way to do this is to think of words or a rhyme scheme that helps you remember what you're playing when. And so for me, the easiest way to remember Wagon Wheel is if I think of Wagon Wheel is rolling. Okay, so if I put that into a rhythmic context and I start to think of, okay, well, wagon wheel's not going to roll fast. I'm going to do it pretty slow. So I want to drag out the word wagon. So I'll go, wagon wheel is rolling. Okay, wagon wheel is rolling. Now, if I put that with a beat, I would go, wagon wheel is rolling. Wagon wheel is rolling. Okay, now our rhythm with our right hand is going to go down, down, up, up, down, up. Hear the similarities? Wagon wheel is rolling. Okay? That means you're coming up on the word wheel, you're coming up on the word is, and you're coming up on the word in. So you're going, wagon wheel is rolling. So let's play that a couple times. Wagon wheel is rolling. Wagon wheel is rolling. Wagon wheel is rolling. You could also think of this as the down, down, up thing. Sometimes it gets a little bit more confusing to go down, down, up, up, down, down, up, down, up. Now the trick is, remember, your right hand never stops. It keeps going down, down, up, down. My hand is still just like a clock. It's just keeping that same rhythm the whole time. That's step number 1. Step number 2 are the chords. The first chord that we play in Wagon Wheel is a G chord. Very pretty, very cool sounding chord, and so many songs it's hard to even count them. The first finger is on the 5th string on the 2nd fret. The middle finger is on the 6th string on the 3rd fret. And the third finger is on the 2nd string on the 3rd fret. And the pinky is on the 1st string on the 3rd fret. You'll play all 6 strings with the 4th and the 3rd string ringing open. We've got a diagram right here. Feel free to pause and get your fingers straight with the diagram, and we'll move on to our D chord. Now the D chord is fairly simple as well. Another usual suspect. We put our first finger on the 3rd string on the 2nd fret, the middle finger on the 1st string on the 2nd fret, the 3rd finger on the 2nd string on the 3rd fret, and we play the 4th string open. And again, you can pause with this diagram and take some time and learn the chord. The third chord we're going to learn is an E minor chord, probably one of my favorite chords because it just sounds so great. The first finger is going to go on the 5th string on the 2nd fret. The middle finger is going to go on the 4th string on the 2nd fret. You're going to play all 6 strings, so you have 4 strings ringing open on this. Great sounding chord. Very easy to play, very fun to play. And here's the diagram for that one. And the very last chord that we will play is the C which we call a C add 9, and we can go into that much later about why we're calling that an add 9. But it kind of looks like the G chord with the first two fingers dropped a string. So what that means is the first finger is going to play the 4th string on the 2nd fret. The middle finger is going to play the 5th string on the 3rd fret. The ring finger, or the 3rd finger, is going to play the 2nd string on the 3rd fret. And the pinky is going to play the 1st string on the 3rd fret. We play that from the 5th string down. Get a very cool sounding thing. And the diagram for that is here. Spend some time with those. Spend some time learning those diagrams. If you've never read chord diagrams before, take some time and just get used to seeing those. And eventually, your muscle memory will remember where those your fingers are supposed to go. You won't need the chord diagrams at all, but it's great to know how to learn those so that way you can learn other chords. As you develop as a musician, as a guitar player, you can start to incorporate some other kind of textures and some other kind of sounds. So when we put those two together, then we get this sound. We've got a G chord, and we've got Wagon Wheel is Rolling on our right hand. Then we go down to our D chord. From the 4th string down, Wagon Wheel is still rolling. We go to our E minor chord. And last but not least in this first part, we go to the C chord. Now we're going to repeat that same thing again, only the second time we double the C and we cut the E minor out of the equation. My favorite chord. I know my heart breaks every time I play it, but that's the way the song goes. So the second time around, it goes G, Wagon Wheel is rolling. D, it's still rolling. 2 times on the C. Okay, so if I put all that together, and if I think of a pattern and a chart for that, you're going to go G, D, E minor, C. Then you're going to go G, D, C, C. You're going to do that for the entire song. D, E minor, C, G, D, C, C. It's really simple as that. Now, in order to play in the same key as Darius Rucker or Old Crow Medicine Show, you'll need one of these guys. You see that all right? That's a capo. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put that capo down on the 2nd fret. And I'm still going to do my chords the same way. So I just look at basically like this is where the nut would be. This would be here. And then I'm counting up 3 frets. If you have dots on your neck, it kind of lines up the same anyways. But it changes the sound slightly. You go up a whole step, but you're still going G, Wagon Wheels rolling. Then you go down to D, E minor, and C. Rinse and somewhat repeat back to G, D, 2 of the C's. Now all you have to do is memorize those chords, memorize your right hand pattern that the wagon wheel is rolling, and you can just sit back, have a great time with your friends, and everybody can enjoy this song, singing to the top of their lungs, and hey, you might even make a couple dollars doing it. So I hope you've enjoyed this short tutorial on Wagon Wheel, and please like and subscribe, and let me know if you have any requests or anything that you'd like to learn in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching.